Air Force in Missouri. Here's a little recap for you. Missouri started off with a win, 6-0 by Noah Certain. There was also a win from Josh Edmond. And we just saw Keegan O'Toole with the technical fall, 19-3. Missouri leads the duel 20-3 as we move to 174 pounds. Alongside Matt Manley, I'm Bo Bayman. And as we mentioned, a pretty good crowd here. 20-3 for the third-ranked Tigers. 174, Peyton Mocco, ranked number 11 for the Missouri Tigers, picked up his 50th career win last weekend, taking on Noah Blake. Blake 4-9 in his career. Wrestling for the Falcons of the Air Force Academy. I called Peyton Mocco kind of the quiet, steady hand to Brian Smith today, and he said, I don't know how quiet he is, but you're right, he is very steady and gets the job done at 174.
Yeah, you know, he's very similar to O'Toole, you know, and I wonder why. They come out of the same program, the Askren Academy. Very poised out there, gets into a lot of scrambles, but again, like O'Toole, gets in those scrambles, and he knows every option his opponent has out of those scrambles and knows how to score from every one of those positions.
Looked like we had a little blood injury here on Blake. We mentioned about the Missouri Tigers moving back to the Big 12 and what a big move that was for the program. Missouri is one of 8 affiliate members, the 4 legacy programs, Iowa State, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and West Virginia. But then the other programs in the wrestling, maybe you don't know about: Air Force, Northern Colorado, North Dakota State, Northern Iowa, South Dakota State. There are some non-traditional schools there, but they're all here to wrestle, and they've made this, as Blake is in on Mocco's leg, they've made this conference one of the best in the country.
Mocco does a great job there, getting his leg down. Mocco has a great gymnastics background. Was a gymnast for the majority of his life leading into high school before choosing to focus on wrestling. And he uses that to his advantage in a lot of positions, as you see there. He can keep his balance, get that foot down, and keep Blake from scoring on that single leg.
So look at the mat, wipe up some of the blood there. It looked like there was another opening. Yep, they're going to wrap the head of Noah Blake. It doesn't look like he's necessarily hurt. It's one of those that just got hit a certain way and opened it up, I think.
I think you're right, Bo.
And now that it's wrapped up, he's ready to go. He'll get the headgear locked and loaded. And with 1:40 to go here in the first, still no score.
Good shot there by Mocco, but Blake, good defense, stuffs it. Blake doing a really good job of keeping his head position in there. And that might be why his head's bleeding there.
Yeah.
Mocco taking a lot of good double leg shots and leading with his head.
A lot of hand fighting going on. Mocco gets down low, and they lock up again. Blake goes to that right knee on the mat, and Mocco does a little circling. And now they're locked up 2 minutes into the first.
Coach Barber and Coach Johnston for Air Force, looks like they've done a really good job scouting Mocco here. They've got Blake down in that three-point stance. You know, Mocco's best shot, probably his double leg from outside. So great job there, great game plan it looks like. You can kind of see that cut there on Blake's forehead. He's doing a really good job keeping his head in the fight and down blocking, using that head to stop Mocco's shots.
Half a minute to go here in the first. Mocco 2-0 on the year, 2 major decisions. 13-5 and 19-7. It shows you how he can score on the mat. Now in short time here in the first period. Mocco ties him up. He's going to just pull on him here for the last 5 seconds of period number 1. No score. Mocco's going to choose down. Looks like Blake is going to adjust his headgear, make sure that the wrap is okay. So we'll give both wrestlers another breath here as we go to the second. Mocco trying to roll through and get out. He does. And immediately Blake stays down in that 3-point stance, Matt.
Yeah, he's sticking to the game plan there. Let's see how both wrestlers adjust here. You know, Blake doing a good job on the defense, but he needs to get his offense going here. And if you're Peyton Mocco, you kind of got to switch things up. You know, Blake staying down on that knee, keeping his head in the game. You really kind of got to get away from that double leg shot and go to something else, get something else working for you here.
See if you could maybe get a snap and then a throw by. But again, Blake doing a good job of playing defense. Mocco resets as we approach halfway through period number 2.
A lot of fakes here from Mocco. There's the shot.
Blake dives backwards to stay out of trouble. Now he's got that hook in on Mocco. Noah Blake wrestling tough here for the Falcons.
30 seconds to go here in the second, and still, other than that single leg by Blake early in the first period, no serious, offensive threats to score by either wrestler.
You're going to look at both wrestlers here, and I think just kind of clean them up and clean up the mat.
Looked like Mocco might have had a little cut of his own there.
Right over his right eye, you can see it right there. Looks like he's got a wrap. Looks like he's got something else in his nose.
Got the nose plug in there.
Yeah. But yet he's only down 1-0. Under a half minute to go here in the second.
There again, you see Mocco faking, Blake down in that 3-point stance.
When somebody's in a 3-point stance like that, Matt, what can you do? How can you change things up to score points?
Yeah, you really, when somebody does that, you're going to want to try to snap them down, get into a front headlock, force them to wrestle there. Remember, you're on 2 feet. He's on 1 knee or 2 knees. Your 2 feet are faster than his knees, so you got to look to snap him down there, try to get a go behind, or force him up off his knee there.
So Blake will choose down here in the third, and he's quick at the whistle, on his feet already as Mocco returns him.
Now let's see if Mocco here is nope. I was gonna say let's see if he can ride him, try to build riding time, but Blake able to get out. It's gonna tie it up 1-1. And we've got a match here, Bo.
Yeah, a lot of ball game left here. 1:40 to go. All tied at 1.
There's a good shot by Mocco, but Blake spins out of it.
Blake not going to his knee this time, and Mocco tried to take advantage. See if he does it again. He's looking for an opening. There's a shot. Can Mocco finish it? He does with the takedown for 2. Plus, there was a stall on Blake right before that, a stall warning.
Great job by Mocco to change things up there. Beautiful. It looked like a left-handed high crotchy hit, and able to finish there on Blake.
Blake trying to build up to his feet. He does. Gets the escape. It's now 3-2. 48 seconds to go here in the third. An exciting finish coming up. Blake thought about it. Mocco backs up. And now they lock arms with 35 to go.
Now this is where Peyton Mocco is usually really good here. When people have to open up and wrestle him when he's, leading on the scoreboard, that opens up a lot of his re-attacks, as you see there. Big double leg from Mocco. 2 points in the edge of the mat.
Just ran him over. And Blake goes out of bounds with 17 seconds to go. A big takedown for Peyton Mocco. And it's 5-2.
Just times Blake's reach there and just runs through a double leg. Man, you love to see that explosiveness from Mocco there.
Mocco lets Blake up. It's 5-3. Now with 10 seconds to go. Blake wrestling hard. Mocco near the edge of the mat. Trying to get around for 2 more. That'll be it. Peyton Mocco with a really tough victory there, winning 5-3 over Noah Blake. Give Blake a lot of credit.
Yeah, Blake had a great game plan there coming into that match, and I don't know if the game plan was for him to stay on his knee until the third and then try to get to his offense, but he came out of that 3-point stance there in the third period, Bo, and you saw Peyton Mocco made him pay for it, able to get 2 takedowns.